Oh, that's right, it's a bit tight here, eh, because of that pole. We had that problem last time. I need to get right over. And I probably need to be in like a lower gear. It's so cool. It's absolutely amazing. I really love that. Right, you ready to go? Holding on for dear life because you've driven with me before, so you know what to expect.
Turn left. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Thank goodness there's no cars coming. I needed a lot of road to get around that corner, didn't I?
Turn right.
And we're off. Now hopefully we can get a delivery to Montana somewhere. With a bit of luck, there's
Go straight.
we do have some a base garage in Miami. Well, I'm sure it was Washington. Where are we? Washington, one in Canada, one in Mexico, one in Washington, one in Texas, one in New York, one in Miami, Florida. That's not 10 of it done, is it? You mean outside or in the game? Outside your house or in the game? What's the speed limit here? Let's get rid of that. I didn't actually take note of what the time was. We've got about 4 hours of driving before we go to sleep. Hopefully this is not a... Oh no, we got plenty of time for 54 hours before the deadline. What speed am I doing? 48. Alright. Duly noted, sir. Duly noted. Seriously, what speed am I doing? We're dropping this off and going straight to the workshop and replacing this steering wheel. It's a shame. If they had it reversed, like the spike up the top there was actually the one going down and these two were up the top.
Stay right, and then exit right.
That's 63. I saw a little bit of Montana last night, the best I could. Mr. Duxoity was playing some and he was streaming it on Discord. And See, that's how it's done, buddy. And I think Discord was a bit weird because the stream was really bad for the most part, and then every now and then it'll come crystal clear. Otherwise it was very pixelated. So I did get to see a little bit of it. We did a delivery from San Francisco all the way to Montana or someplace. That was really interesting, and I don't know, what speed am I doing? Maybe I do need this up for the moment. We'll keep this up so I know what I'm doing here. What was I saying? Something about Montana. Yeah, as he's driving, I recognise all these places. I was going, yeah, well, I know where he is. I know where he is. He's coming up to Idaho Falls. He's coming up to such and such. So this is about an hour long real time, isn't it, this drive? And I feel like we're driving in the old coast to coast Montana right now. So yeah, what are we going to do about these workers that are not doing their jobs in ATS that haven't made any money? They were making money until I moved them to where I moved them to. Do we wait a little bit longer and risk missing out on all that money coming in from those drivers to see if they finally kick in or go? Do I sell their trucks and buy new ones to see if that kicks it in? Do I fire them? The only concern about me firing them is because we need 100 garages. I don't know if they come back up, and I don't know if we've got enough workers to cover the 100 garages available in game. I imagine we would, but that's just an assumption. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, the majority of them, the thing is we had about 3 from those 2 places. We had, for those that don't know, in the ETS we had 2 garages on islands, right? And the islands had, both of these islands had one thing in common compared to like Iceland, which is obviously an island on its own, but we having no problems. We've got garages there, we've got workers there, and they're making money. The difference between Iceland and the 2 islands, which was Isle of Man in England and someplace up the top of Sweden, is that there was not many. There was only one location, and that's where the garage was. Actually, Isle of Man had 2 locations, but it's tiny, but not very many options for being able to get cargo, companies to get cargo from. So I'm just wondering if the problem was is because they had to go across on a ferry, that some of them might not have had the long distance to be able to do a delivery, and there wasn't enough companies to do a short delivery on the island itself. So we sold those ones and then moved, bought 2 new ones and moved everyone pretty much to the 2 new ones. And there's a bit more to it as well. We just, what we had done, we just bought a new garage in the Ukraine. So what I had to do was I had to get a loan to expand that new garage so I could put all the workers, we had 10 obviously workers in total, 5 in each garage. So I had enough to buy 1 garage, fill it all up with the workers, and then expand the garage we just bought. Why am I going so slow in 3rd gear here?
Get ready to exit left.
Oh, you know why?
Exit left.
I wasn't looking at the rev counter. No, I'll make it so you guys all can get on at the same time. You're welcome. No, what it was is I was revved out. I was at the red line, causey. It just, normally with the trucks you can hear that you're like high revs. So this one I didn't. It's got, the exhaust sounds different. Yeah, so that's what we did. So we had enough to have the 10 workers, and because we were short 1 garage, I was able to buy another garage, and then we sold the other garages, moved all the people, and we moved the people from the island above Sweden into the town that we bought a garage in Sweden, and we replaced the one on Isle of Man with the nearest town on the mainland of Great Britain, which was Carlisle. And but that was became our new garage. That was only the small garage with no workers in it, and all the people from Carlisle were moved to Lithuania.
Go straight.
In a desperate attempt to see if that was the issue. I don't know what speed I'm doing here. So we played a couple of in-game days, and the ones we moved to the top of Sweden have not made money. Now with before there was about 2 in each garage that weren't making money. They weren't doing anything. They weren't driving. They weren't making deliveries or anything.
Get ready to exit right.
So that was a total of 4 workers.
Exit right.
Now this happened last time, didn't it? It told me to go right that day. Isn't Boston just there or something? I don't know. So now we've got all 5 workers at this new place not working, so, which is a right pain. And of course the other thing is too, those drivers haven't been making money for a very, very long time, which is just probably one of the a huge part as to why ATS is so far ahead. The other part being is you saw that $15,000 that came across. The workers are bringing in a lot better money. So and before that I actually rearranged workers, got workers that had long range driving and all that, and moved them from their old garages and put them into those garages in Isle of Man and stuff to see if that make a difference, but they haven't. So that's the dilemma now. See, because if I fire them, I've got to pay for more people to go. That's more money lost. Have I got lights on? No, I don't. Okay, I remember that. Right. If I buy trucks and replace the trucks, and maybe that kicks it in, that's losing money, spending more money. bad for ATS, good for ATS, bad for the competition. Knowing that some of them made money before and now not making money, we could possibly put them into a new garage somewhere else and get rid of that garage and see if that makes a difference. Maybe a more populated area in Sweden. Yeah, it is. I agree with you there, and that's what the problem is. I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. The only thing we can do is come up with something. If we think it's fair enough as a compensation, then agree to it and just live with it and then move on. And something like maybe getting to a point where they're working, all of them are working, then saying to make up for all the lost income, we'll skip an ATS stream and do an extra ATS stream. Oh, we need somewhere to pull over to sleep. Just looked at the time, 8 o'clock. Because that is a possibility, but the problem is we obviously don't know how long, how many streams we've been making. Those guys haven't been making money, but if we do one extra stream of ETS2, obviously we've got all our workers making money in that stream to make up for the loss that those 4 and 5 haven't made. Would that be enough? We would have to estimate, say, yeah, maybe 1 or 2 extra streams. What we could, oh, hang on, where's the parking that's over there? Have anyone behind me? Yeah, there's 3 trucks behind me. Yeah, you can't, like I said, you can't value it because the problem is we don't know how long that was been going for. And of course we can't estimate how much money they would have made or not made. But best we could do is make an attempt at trying to even it out. You know, and that's what I'm saying, if you do 1 or 2 extra streams. Oh great, and this will involve me reversing with these things, so let me try and benefit myself with this some way somehow. Let me take up these 3. You're going to let... You're not going to... You really? You're not going to say, hey, yeah, go to sleep. Knock yourself out. You son of a gun. Yeah, I'm totally aware of that, Causey. And that's what I mean. That's what I mean. We've got to go with an estimate and say, yeah, possibly it's been for a while. How long we know we've been aware of it, and then go, well, how long we haven't been aware of it. I think we'll have to. You just have to go with your feeling. Go, yeah, I think you know 2 extra streams would at least maybe cover something. You know, at least if we're covering up something, gaining something back, that it's better than gaining nothing back. You know, and if we go, okay, that's it. Yeah, 2 streams, 3 streams, 1 stream, whatever, and then we can just go and say, right, that's done, over with, and move on from it. At the moment, it's a problem that is there. If we can come up with a solution, the best solution we can, which is not the perfect solution, not the optimal solution, it's just a solution where we can go, okay, yeah, we can move on from this and forget about that problem now. So it's not going to let me sleep. That's what I'm looking at. Coming to a thing, go, yeah, okay, that sounds like the best we can do, let's do that. You son of a gun, why aren't you letting me sleep in? I'm going to get myself trapped here. You all know how much I hate backing these things, these trailers. What I'm going to do is going to be a bit of an asshole to everyone else here. Thankfully, it's just a game, so it really doesn't matter. I'm going to just straighten up. Alright. See if we can't get to sleep this way. Alright. There we go. Bizarre. Oh, and it stopped raining. Let's finally sleep. What are we up to? Hey, look at that. We've got enough to upgrade the garage. Yeah, so anyway, that's my thought. But the first thing we're going to do really is get them making money and then move on from there. We don't really have enough for another truck, do we? Oh, so yeah, see, it's really moving along in ATS. Because if we don't do anything about it, it's a foregone conclusion that ATS would win, because it's supposed to be equal. We've got the same amount of trucks, same amount of drivers. Well, we don't at the moment, because obviously ATS has got 2 more now. But it's roughly around the same, and it's not right that, well, it's not good for the competition where all the drivers in one game are making money and only 95% of the drivers in the other game are. But I just thought I'd mention and throw that out there, so it's something to ponder on if anyone's got ideas to throw into that to try and make up the difference the best we can. Yeah, I don't get a single ad. So, yeah. So let me know what you think. Think about it. Think if you can come up with any other idea. I mean, the thing is what we could do. If we do say, look, that's the best way we can... Oh, my brakes stuck, are they? Yeah. That's the best we can do, doing extra streams. We're obviously replacing ATS for ETS for an ATS stream, but what we'd do is we won't. You know how we do 4 streams per season? We'll still go with 4 streams per season with the ATS. We'll still do 4 ATS streams with that season, even though we'll miss a week or 2 of ATS before we move on anyway. So we'll make it up there. Or if everyone's okay with it and wants to and is fine, is when we do a convy mode for ETS, which will take a bit longer to make it up. If we decide 2 streams is good, or if it's 1 stream it's fine, we can do a convy mode stream on that profile and use that as an opportunity, which means just everyone needing the pro mods map. So I can take the Jazzy Cat off. In fact, we can do with it. I can leave it on, because the update people can join and won't need the Jazzy Cat, because Jazzy Cat's just an aesthetic thing with the look at the traffic. Yeah, an ad for AMD. What they need to do is for a theme song is use TNT, AC/DC's TNT, and change it to AMD. Oh right, yeah, crash cam, isn't it? Hello, no, wrong button. This one you want. We're on crash cam. Perfect time. We've got some scenery. Oh, hang on. There's a button I want to try out. There, I want to try that one. I think we get a better look at the scenery this way. Not that I can see the road properly, but I'll use some mirrors to try and keep in the lane, eh? So this is Crash Cam's brother, Traffic Cam. We can see the traffic better. It's our eye in the sky. I wonder if this view's in ETS. Now, I'm sure they never had this view. I remember seeing Dux Early use it once, and I go, where'd you get that from? And he goes, it's there. And I went through all the buttons when I was playing, and I couldn't find this view. Because I thought this was a really good view. Apparently we haven't been this way. He was driving, what was he driving yesterday? He was driving a Western Star as well. But his view was sort of like in the middle, in the grill. Further up, not like at the bumper, which is the other one. Crash Cam used more up into the grill area, just below the windscreen. He might have been driving the old Western Star, actually. Yeah, he was. He was. Because he was using a profile he started to do a YouTube series on, and I think he only did about 4 videos on it, so it was pretty much, he just started from the beginning, really. I know he had no workers, or he had maybe 5 workers, I can't remember. How's the horn sound when we're closer to them? Not that good. Hang on, I didn't get options for horns, did I? Or did I? And I just missed them. Got to remember that when we go and replace the steering wheel. Bit off in crash cam with the, you know, this fantastic scenery. Tell you what, let's hope we don't run into any issues with the map, because if we do and it involves me having to roll back the game in the middle of the stream, we would lose our delivery. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. They need more continuity, because there's some really good things that ATS have that should be in ATS and vice versa. Mind you, and the tyres are the one that I've always said, why do we have those options in ATS and not in this one? But when I just bought the tyres today, I realised that the clue's in the name, what they do. The name of the tyre. They still don't give you the ratings, which would be really nice. It'd be really nice to know how well they handle in the wet, how well their economy is. Slowing right down. I was hoping not having to change gears here. Now we're speeding up. You do get a better view of the scenery in this view. Actually, it's a lot better than bumper view for that. Come on, speed up. Move Jaxie. And back into the wonderful scenery again.